Welcome to Talk for Dodge with Jeremiahjcondon.
Todd McCubbin.
And Christian McCoy.
Yes, that's our names.
That's it. That's who we are.
That's who
Now
we
you
are.
know.
That's what we go by.
Welcome to another beautiful Thursday with snow outside.
Yeah, snow.
That happened.
Yeah,
Almost
that happened.
April.
Yeah.
And I thought it was April 1st. I started telling the kids all kinds of stuff this morning. I was like, school's canceled, snow day.
There's an alligator in the front yard.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the news came on. They was talking about Ukraine a little bit. So we went in the bathroom. I go, did you hear about Alaska? She's like, what? It's like, Russia bombed it last night. And she's like, what? Really? I was like, April Fool's Day. And she's like, it's March 31st, you idiot.
I have a feeling she says that a lot.
Yeah.
I know my wife does. So National Tater Day. Christian saw that. I'm like, you know what? We should talk about potatoes because it's.
I like potatoes.
Yeah, we're like the potato
delicious.
state, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's Idaho.
Oh,
Idaho.
Sorry.
we get confused with that a lot.
We do get confused. But all the stuff you can make out of potatoes.
But we grow good potatoes.
Yeah, we do. You can grow
Yeah,
taters.
yeah.
Yeah. Remember digging them up when I was a kid at the farm, going out and, getting the spade out, digging potatoes up at Aunt Sharon's house and Uncle Frank's house.
Big
Yep.
ones, small ones, some as big as your head.
Yeah.
My uncles did the potatoes, and we had to, all me and my cousins had to go down the line and do like green beans and carrots and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I remember grandma cooking this big, huge meal, and I'd be so full because I had to do peas and green beans. And my cousin and I, we ate probably
One for you.
10% of the
two for
crop
me.
while we were doing it. Just some raw peas and green beans, man.
Oh, those were so good.
Yes, and it's almost time to start planting all that stuff too.
April 11th
Well,
is
not today because it's snowing.
corn,
Almost.
whatever.
Almost.
Wait, don't worry about the snow outside.
So, Christian,
really-
what is your favorite potato dish?
I like to dice up some potatoes and then do some broccoli, cauliflower, olive oil, salt, and pepper. Bake it in the oven on a sheet pan, 350, about 30 minutes. Wonderful side dish.
He's like a chef without
Okay.
without the degrees.
Without the degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
like
love
you
to
should
cook.
see his like social media, or
Yeah,
I think you see your Snapchat.
my Snapchat. Yep, I like to put recipes on there. I love to cook.
What's your favorite?
I love potatoes. Like every time I cook anything on the grill, I chop them up, put butter, onions, and in tin foil, and I throw that on the grill. But,
Nice.
So good.
Nice.
and then I have to make a second one for Jenny because she doesn't like onions, which is just silly because then there's no flavor to the potatoes. But
Yeah. I like onions. I don't. So I could eat them both. I do them both.
potato soup is good.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Shepherd's pie,
Hash browns.
hash browns, tater tots,
Baked potatoes,
French fries.
All that. Yeah.
The only French fries I don't like are sweet potato fries.
Because it's not a potato.
I love sweet potatoes.
Yeah, in the right place, but I don't know if a fry is the right place.
I have a whole
Love it.
shelf in my freezer that just has potatoes on it. It has hash browns, shredded hash browns, cubed hash browns.
Yeah. What is that? Potatoes O'Brien.
Yeah.
It's the cubed ones.
Potatoes all rotten or all gratin.
Yeah, we got boxes of those. And
My mom's going to
in the
watch this, but
pantry.
I'm going to tell her I feel like we had potatoes all rotten every day as a kid growing
All
up.
rotten.
My
They were
mom-
good. It was out of a box.
I thought my mom made the best scalloped potatoes in ham.
You know my absolute favorite potato dish?
Hmm.
Vodka.
Mm. Potato vodka.
Yeah. Most vodkas make
Right.
potatoes. So, yeah. That's my go-to.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
It's good for everything.
Right.
Well, it's good to know that we don't get our vodka from Russia then. It probably comes from
Amen.
Idaho.
Yep. Oh, it comes from Texas, but Tito's.
Cool.
Oh, and yeah. Hopefully we get somebody local make some vodka here one of these days. Hint, hint, hint.
Yeah, I even like going through Wendy's and getting a baked potato every once in a while.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot.
Like go through
I
a
thought you were
fast
going to
food
say
place
I
and
go
get
through Wendy's and
potatoes.
get a shot. And your screwdriver?
Get that potato, get it with chili, and put your chili on top of your potato from Wendy's.
I knew Joyce was going to be the perfect person to be in a relationship with when I said, "Hey, can you get me a screwdriver?" And she said, "Philip, standard or vodka?"
Wow. Covered it all.
I'm like, "Yeah."
You just said yes.
Oh shoot!
That's funny.
Well, that's the fun topic for today.
Mhm.
That is a fun topic. What's the other topic, Todd?
That thing we talk about every week.
And real estate?
Not enough houses on the market.
Not enough houses. We need houses. Our office put up 2 listings, one in Eagle Grove and one in Dayton. So we need some more in Fort Dodge.
I got 2 accepted offers this morning, and at 10:15 before 10 o'clock. Yeah, so they go up, they get sold.
Fast.
Yeah, we have buyers, and we know the agents that have buyers, and it's a crazy market.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that the bunch of houses are going to start popping up, and the ones that are getting shown. I wouldn't wait too long.
Well, and the earlier you go, the faster they're going to sell.
That's right.
As the housing market continues to build back up, they're going to sit a little longer and a little longer. Right now, it's pretty.
And since you said that, even though it is a hot market, we are still small town Iowa, and I want everyone to know, because I know people get in the car and be like, "Hey, how long has that house been on the market?" Stop that. It's good. It's one good piece of information to have, like when you're going to make an offer or something, but it really doesn't mean a whole lot, because in small town Iowa, we might only have 1 or 2 buyers in that particular price range.
Yeah.
And in that price range, because I have one house that's been on the market for a little bit, and it is above average across the board. But then people say, well, it doesn't have a finished basement. Well, it's priced for that. It'd be more if it didn't.
Yeah.
And then maybe you take all 5 people through it, and all 3 people say, well, I want a 3rd stall garage. Okay. Well, that just takes them out of the market, but it doesn't mean the house is bad in any way, shape, or form. So, and that goes back. I had a house sit on the market for 8 months over in Round Prairie for $110,000. I had a 3-car garage. There was nothing wrong with it, but nobody jumped on it. And then finally somebody bought it, and it's the most wonderful home in the world for them.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the perfect house.
Yep.
One last week, accepted offer house, brick house, beautiful neighborhood, beautiful everything else. It didn't have a basement, and it had an older boiler. And I'm showing houses to this person, and they're like, I really want to look at this house. And I'm like, perfect. We go in there, and it is the perfect house for her. She's from California. She doesn't care if there's a basement. She's never had a basement before. She's like, well, the boiler, what's that? I'm like, well, this is the last estimate I got when I asked somebody how much it's going to cost to put a new boiler in. She goes, well, if we get the house priced right, then, we can start working on that. And it just ended up being the most perfect chain of events ever to get that put together. It was just amazing. And
Yes.
she's going to love the house, and the sellers are ecstatic because it has been on the market for a while. But it's one of those, you just had to, for the right buyer, it is what it is, and everybody's happy.
Yes. And that brings in another point is, let's say you find a house that doesn't have an air conditioner. It's like, well, I'm not going to look at it. Well, let's get in there and see if it fits all your other check boxes. Because if it fits everything else, I had a house that was over in Crestview area.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't my listing, but my buyer didn't want to look at it, but I knew it fit everything.
It checked every box except the
every
air
box.
conditioner. Yep.
And it was in the 60,000 range, and we got in there, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just love it. But it doesn't have air conditioner, and so I don't want it.
That's a phone call, and what was it, $2,500, $3,000?
It was exactly between 2,500 and 3,000.
Yep.
And so
it depends on the side of the house. Fair warning, it's not always that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more, but we can get those numbers fairly easy.
But we
That's
did.
what we do.
I got a quote, and we worked it into the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So we made the offer for 60,000 with the air conditioner installed beforehand, and we had a receipt for that.
Yep, this is the estimate.
She closed on that house, and sure enough, there's an air conditioner there. So think outside the box. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's why you hire us.
Mm-hmm.
But don't not look at a house just because it doesn't have one thing. That one thing could be fixed.
Mm-hmm. And once again, I say this all the time to all my clients. I would rather look at 1,000,000 houses with you until we find the right one than put you in something and try to sell you into something that you don't want.
Right.
None of us are salesmen. I mean, we say that all the time. We are here just to help put the deal together and find you the right home. So you're going to find the home, and the home's going to sell itself. We don't have to do that for you. We're not going to push you into anything. We're going to make sure it's the right space. And that's the other thing. I think if you don't have somebody that you're working with like us, you're like, it's either somebody's trying to sell you something, they're over pushing it, they're, doing this, talking about all this great stuff. And then we'll go in and say, this is a great house, but I want you to look at this, and this right now, so you know what you're getting into. So it's just one of those things, having somebody that does this all the time makes a big difference.
We want our clients to have the house that's best for them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want them to be in there for 1 year and then say, oh my gosh, I'm not happy with this, I want out.
Yeah, I don't want a phone call in a year saying, I hate it. Oh, I can't believe you made me do this. Or you hate getting those calls that, hey, we bought this through whoever, and they said it's the perfect house. They talked us into it. Now it sucks. And it's just not what they wanted because they were talked into something they didn't want to be.
I've never had that.
I've had it
Someone
once.
talk into something.
Yeah.
Because it's their ultimate decision.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the other thing is we don't need a sale. There's some people out there that need a sale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's dangerous. Be
That is.
careful working with somebody like that too, because that doesn't benefit the buyer.
Nope.
We
work to represent you, and we feel like if we do a good service for you, you're going to recommend us to other people, and that's what we do.
It all comes full circle.
Mm-hmm. It does. Awesome.
Am I like that much bigger than you? Because
No, you're just
I'm just
all the way
looking-
up to the table.
I'm just looking at the camera. I was like, I'm big Jeremiah.
You're like the old lady that pulls all the way up to the steering wheel and drives like this.
Yeah.
That's you sitting in that chair. The rest of us
You
are all
know
laid back and
what I did today? What is it? March 31st.
Mm-hmm.
I got in my car and I underdressed today because it's March 31st. And I got in and I am so cold. I'm like freezing. And I was like, every time I get in Jenny's car, her steering wheel is like on fire. And it's like, my car should have a steering wheel that could be on fire too. And I start looking around at my radio stuff and I was like, oh, there's a picture of a steering wheel.
Oh no.
So I pushed it.
How long
And
have you
then
had that car?
My steering wheel, 2.5 years. So under 2.5 years, on March 31st, I found that button.
Wow.
People make fun of me for my tech. Like, I don't need all this high tech crap. I could drive a 1975 diesel pickup and be happy.
I have a 1979 pickup if you want one.
I'll take
Is it diesel?
No, it's not diesel.
I think
So-
all of us would be happy in a 1975
Oh,
diesel
pickup?
pickup. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
It's like
but
Christian's going to go pick up signs he's got to pick up.
I guess
You know those old Dodges with the headlights, with the big diesel? I want one. That'd be cool. 1-ton dually.
That would be cool.
I'd
gas
drive
starts better in the winter though.
Yeah, just plug it in.
Plug it in?
Garage. So if you need a house in the garage, so you can plug in your 1975 diesel.
I knew that was going somewhere.
All right.
So I saw, oh my gosh, I cracked up. This guy was driving a Tesla, right? And he ran out of juice. And he walked 2 miles back to a gas station and got gas. And this was a TikTok too. And the guy then is like, wait, time out. You're getting gas and you have a Tesla. That makes no sense in the world. And he goes, well, I need gas. And so this guy's like, okay, well, I have to walk back with you to the car because Teslas don't take gas. So he walks in, and that's when he's got the phone. They open the trunk, and there's a generator in Teslas, or maybe it's an added feature or something. I don't know enough about this vehicle, but he takes his 2 gallons of gas and pours it in there, and the guy's like, you have to have a gas generator to run an electric car.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just like electric excavators are charged with a giant diesel generator.
Like train locomotives are called, what are the diesel electric, whatever.
Yeah.
So they have a big diesel motor that runs a generator that runs the electric motor that pushes the wheels.
Mhm.
That's old technology.
I used to drive that.
Trains?
Mhm.
Nice.
I did 3 years.
An engineer, not a smart engineer, just a driver engineer.
I was a conductor, but I ran remote control.
Oh yeah, you had the big thing.
Yeah, drove them that way.
Yeah, awesome.
Yay.
Well, I think we got about our 15 minutes of fame in for today. We should
14 minutes and 36 seconds.
There you
Who's
go.
counting?
Perfect.
Who's counting? All right. Well, happy National Tater Day. Go enjoy some taters, whether it's for lunch, dinner, or cocktails,
Or all three.
or all three.
All three.
And we'll see you guys next week
Eat
on
up those taters.
Talkport Dodge.
Bye.